Iya. Kalau Mem. Okay. The time is 9:10 now, so let's start our discussion today. So for today's agenda, we are having a special guest today. Her name is Mbak Angelina. Okay. Coach Kat's social media specialist. Am I correct, Mbak Angel? Okay. So guys, okay, thank you. So guys, please pay attention to the materials that will be described, delivered by Mbak Angelina, because at the end of this session, you will need to make your own analysis, okay, on social media. So pay attention to the materials, and at the end of the materials, you will be granted to give questions in case you have some obstacles on doing the analysis. Okay. Okay, Mbak Angel, time and place is yours. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Is my voice clear?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So good morning, everyone. I'm Angelina. You can call me Ka Angel. I was a student from 2020 cohort, and I graduated in 2024. So it was last year in October. And yeah, I just doing social media, and I was receiving MSCB award. in 2023. It was in PTO Takanan. I think MSEB now is not available anymore. Is it right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and I was in a content creator field. In 2023, I think there's like 3 students from English literature that are um doing internship in PTO Takanan. So I'm one of them, and also I was in Banyuwangi for a few months now, and I just helping my uncle's research, and I'm doing social media specialist. And I have no, I mean me and my friend have our business, so we have project for a new website. So a business, clothing business, and yeah. So let's go to the topic. Share screen. Can you guys see the screen? Do you guys see it? See, okay. So social media. Anyone knows what is social media? Maybe someone knows. No? Okay. So social media is website or application that enable user to create and share content or participate in social networking. So as it commonly understood, began with the launch of 6 Degrees in 1997 by Andrew Winrich. He is considered of the father of social networking. Six, um, 6 Degrees. The purpose of it was to make user able to create their own profile, to connect to their friend, or even make friends. So 6 Degrees is the first ever social media that are created by Andrew Winrich, which is the father of social networking. But um, right now, social media is changing, or let's say it's upgrading. So it used to be to make friends, to connect with people, but now it's the we can use social media as hiburan or watching reels or TikTok or Twitter, or now we call it X. Or playing game with your friend on Discord, or a lot of things to do, especially for content, for business. So this is what we are gonna talk about: social media, type of social media, and blah blah blah. So we start by type of social media. There's a lot of social media right now, and the common social media used by business is there's like a lot of platform. There's image-based platform like Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. There's video sharing platform. You can use TikTok and Instagram and also YouTube. There's microblogging platforms. You can use X or Threads or even website. And type of social media. So this is the platform and best for your business if you want to make a business. So Instagram is good for visual branding or e-commerce, lifestyle, or also humor like reels, stories, photos. So Instagram is mostly used by Gen Z or millennials and also Gen Alpha. So a lot of Gen Alpha also use Instagram for it. And TikTok is almost the same as Instagram, but the photos, the content photos used to be for Instagram, but TikTok recently launching new uh, option that can make you to upload photos. Not only one photos, can be like multiple photos. And it also used by Gen Z millennials and Gen Alpha. There's also Facebook. If you maybe you guys one of you or some of you still using Facebook, it's good for community. It's local and broad reach and paid ads, a lot of ads, and it's mostly by 25 years old until like 55 plus. It's mostly used by like old people, not old people, but mostly, yeah. And we have X, or you used to call it Twitter. It's best for fast updates, brand voice, or news. So you can post like short text or threads, a lot of threads on Twitter. So they're also used by Gen Z and millennials. And for Pinterest, you can use Pinterest to maybe some of you like to download photos or like just uploading aesthetic things, aesthetic pictures, or um, cute fashions, aesthetic, DIY. It's a lot of it. On YouTube, you can post not only short but long videos. You can use tutorials, reviews, long form content. So it's for all ages. And for LinkedIn is for you to use professionally, like recruiting or networking, or you can even apply for some job in there. You can post there, or you can post if you're looking for employee, you can post on there too. And for WhatsApp, you can communicate with people, private messaging, story, all of that, but it's in private or community mostly. And Threads, it's Instagram user. So for business, here are supporting elements for social media, for digital marketing. It's almost the same. So UCG is user generated content. So UCG is content created by people, not not like the brand. For example, like if you have like coffee shop brand or like Tomorrow, for example, you like to go to Tomorrow Coffee, and then uh you like to order your favorite things like matcha or something, and then you take a picture and then you post it on Instagram or post it on Facebook or Twitter or something, and then you tag the profile of Tomorrow Coffee. That is what user generated content is. So it content made by user or um what is it called? Content made by you for the brand. So yeah, so you can use it as reviews or testimonies or photos, all of it. for your service. So why does it matters? Because it builds trust. When real customers promote your products, it means that it's social proof. Like you can influence other to try your brand. For example, like, oh, this guy is always posts tomorrow coffee, and all of the people like it's a trend now. So I should go to grab some coffee there. Let's try it. So and then you post it, you tag me, you tag tomorrow coffee for it, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is good. And then people will think maybe it's good and they will try it too. So yeah. Another thing is demographic data. It's the audience information. That's if you have a business or if you start making what is it called? If you start being a content creator or if you have a business, you have to know or you have to plan what will you have as your audience. For example, like information about your audience. It's like background, gender, age, location, job, income, or even interest. So how do we know about that information? If you're famous, for example, if you not only famous, if you start a business, you have to know what are your audience. Most of them like are they kids? Are they teenagers? Are they like Gen Z millennials or something? Like for example, if you want to start a business, clothing business, for example, like hoodie. Not all of the people likes to wear hoodies. Some ages, like for example, Gen Z, like to buy hoodies, but like at the age of 30 or over 30, maybe they're not really interested in and hoodie with cute cats on it. So yeah, you have to like target your audience yourself and also analysis. You just analyze your audience. And also you can also use your platform analytic. It's already in the apps. For example, like Instagram, you have uh what is it called? You have Instagram analytics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so all of that. And then there's a traffic data. It shows how people get to your site. For example, like you have website. Why do people go to your website? For what? Like how? Is it via link from other people? Or is it just randomly pop up in your screen and then you click it? Something like that. So yeah. So there's another thing. Key performance indicators. What is it? It's the important number you track to see if your social media is working. If you start a business, you have to know that you have gained followers or you have new engagement, like you engage people to come to see your post, and you have to see how many people click your website or how much people clicking your website, and also how many sell you gain in your social media. So this is the tool where to track. For example, like followers gain, you can use platform analytics. Here it is, Instagram or TikTok. And then for engagement, you see Post Insight and tools like Hootsuite. And then for website, you can just see the Google Analytic or link tracking tools. And then for sales, you can track conversions, showing return or investment. So it matters because if your social media is working or not, you have to, if you start a business, you have to track your social media. Is it working or not? Is it like, if you post something, is it unnecessary or is it good? So yeah. Next, we have SEO or search engine optimization. It's kind of hard to explain this, but I will explain it for a little bit. So based on University of San Diego, SEO is a set of practice designed to impact appearance and positioning of web pages in organic search results. So it's the technique to help your website or content show up higher in search results like Google. So uh maybe anyone here know what is SEO and how does it works? Anyone?
One can guess the Angel's question. Come on.
No? Okay. So yeah, it's like how to explain it? It's like it use relevant keywords in your titles or your post. So like you write something to make your search. Hold on, wait, let me do an example. Excuse me. Let me give you an example for it. Okay, so here, if you see in Google, and if you want to search something like products or what product search, uh, okay, hoodie. Here, if you search cat hoodies, you see Caterpillar workwear. This website, is it ads or no? It's not ads. There's Tokopedia, Shopee, Lazada, Cats Protecting Meal, Blibli, Hoodie, Cat Hoodie, all of that here. So if you want to have a good SEO or a good uh, sales or a good appearance, you have to use like some keywords, a good keyword, so your website will be on the first page of this search bar. So if you search something and then there's what is it? There's a lot of it, and your website is on the first page. It means that your SEO is good, like very good. So if you want to uh kalau what is it? If you want to be on the first page, it's hard to be on the first page because it will show like the popular brands or popular apps. And here, for example, for the second page, yeah, for the second page, Okay, cat hoodie, for example, this. This means that they use a good SEO. Like this. So yeah, it depends on how good you write or you make a caption or brand names, something like that. Let me back to my presentation. So yeah, you just need to use relevant keywords on your title or post, or you can write helpful or in-depth content that answer users' questions. And yeah, you have to just make sure that your website or apps or anything is fast and mobile friendly, because most of the people just search it on mobile or the phone. And there's a there's SERPs. What is SERPs? SERPs is search engine and result. This is what I showed you before. So you search something, the engine will process how your website or your data appear on the same words that people search for it, and then you see the results and you see the pages. So that's what I explained before, for example. So it makes it's to improve your rankings in the search results. It's okay, this is the example of SEO. If you sell clothes, for example, instead of use cheap clothes, you you could use affordable fashion, or instead of use food near me, you use best local restaurant near this city or near Surabaya or near anywhere. Also, if you search for lose fat fast, instead of using that words, you instead use healthy weight loss tips. Or if you want to search nice laptop, if you want to sell nice laptop, just use best budget laptops for student under blah 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 and for 2025. Yeah, something like that. SEO is hard to learn. It needs a long time to learn. So I'm not really professional about this and I'm not good at it. So we move to SMART goals. So SMART goal is a framework to create clear, focused goals. So it's like, what do you want to achieve, or how do you track it? Like, it's your plan, your goals. So if you start a brand or start a business, you have to think about your goal. Your goal, is it good, or what exactly do you want to achieve? Or can you track it with numbers? And is it realistic based on your source? And is it relevant in your business? And when will it done? Like, so SMART is smart. SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So specific is what I explained before. It's what you want to achieve. It has to be specific. And then miserable, can you track it with numbers? Like for example, okay, I want to start a business and I need to specific. I want to make uh this flower bucket flowers. I want to sell flowers, fresh flowers. And then you have to be miserable. You have to track it with numbers. So how many followers do you want to achieve? For example, like okay, I want to achieve two 200, not 2,000 followers. And then achievable is realistic. 2,000, is it realistic? Or if you want to achieve it, like I want 200,000 followers, it's it's impossible. I mean, it's possible, but like impossible if you have time bound. For example, like I want 200,000 followers by in 3 months. That's not possible because you're new to business and you just started, and then you have to make it possible, or you have to reach it by real people, not only like it's okay, I will buy new followers like boats or something. No, it's not like that. It just for how people will like your products or how people will buy your products. If you have fake followers or fake people on it, or just boat, so who will buy your product? Yeah, something like that. So instead of grow Instagram, you just say gain 500. Okay, 500 Instagram in 3 months. That's possible and achievable if you're consistent and if you want to post like every day, consistent and specifically and relevant. Oh, channel. Channel is the platform you're using, like TikTok, Instagram, or everything you want to use to make your business. And then we have creative briefs and content from formats. A creative brief is a short document that explains content idea or campaign. While content format is the first type of content you can post. It's like a document. It's document or outlining the idea of goal of a content piece of. So So it's about what do you want the content to do. For example, you have Instagram account or TikTok account and you want to post you want to be a content creator. You want to post your content, but you're not specific enough. You have to have your goal. What do you want the content to do? Like if you want to make a day in my life, you make a day in my life every day. Or yeah, or if your goal is to promote your product, so you have to promote your products every day and raise awareness. Also, you have to include the audience. Who is it for? Like, what do you make your content from? For example, you want to make memes, like funny videos. So who will you post it for? Like, is it for Gen Alpha? If it is for Gen Alpha, you can just post like brain road memes or like tung 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 sahur or anything that are made for Gen Alphas, any weird things. And then if you want to make it Gen Z, you can make a content like sarcasm, like funny sarcasm, and then just make funny videos for Gen Z, or for old people, you can make the funny videos with the laugh as a background noise. It's for old people mainly. So yeah, also design directions. You have to have style notes or branding colors or tones. For example, if you want to post pictures or design, it needs to be like in, what is it? In tone. It keeps your team aligned and focused. Yeah. So this is the example of content brief from Bima Creative or PT Otak Kanan. I used to have internship in this. This is the green one is for the brand called Miumi, if you ever heard of it. It's instant noodle brands. It usually they sell it on the Green Mart. No, on, I think they don't sell it on Indomaret or Alpha. They just sell it on Green Mart, yeah. So this is Miumi. You have the content brief like this to make a video, for example, like you must not like just blah blah blah. It's like you give a brief for your content. There's like reference and all, and the details. And alumni PKH. Wait, what is alumni PKH? Oh yeah, alumni PKH. It was in 2023. It used to be for the brand. What brand is it? The brand is alumni PKH, if I'm not mistaken. And then the brand is about clothing. They used to make funny clothes or sarcasm clothes for election, because in 2023 it's a lot of people use viral videos for politics, like untuk menyindir presiden atau politics. Yeah, their brand is like that, so we have to make a content based on their brand. So you can see the example. They use sarcasm to post videos. Also use the clothes as the brand's face. And the orange one is also Miumi, the noodle brand. You can see the skirt or the detail visual, copy video, and then the reference, and then the talent, and then the location of the shoot. So yeah. Okay, so there's two things you need to plan before you make content. There's content brief and content plan. So content brief is detailed instruction. For example, like content brief is detailed instruction, and it includes what you want the content to do, and then, like for example, is it to promote a product, like, and the audience, what is it for, the K message and all of that. I explained it before, forgot. And then the content plan is border plan or outline or strategy. It's like a calendar. Yeah, it's a calendar that show what content to post and when. It's like just plan, 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 plan. Oh, I will post this by next week. I will post this by every Monday, every Sunday, blah, blah, blah. It's like that. this is the scheduling. Content plan schedule is the same thing. So yeah, it's like calendar, it's like schedule of your content. It has to be consistent or optimal timing, focus on strategy. This is the example of schedule plan. You can see, for example, there's a date, February 1. You make a blog. The title of the blog is blah blah blah, and then your keywords, marketing skills, all of that. Who's the author, and then is it complete? Is it not complete? When is it published? Or the schedule, something like that. So yeah, there's tips for effective content planning and scheduling. So you have to understand who your target is, where your audience is, and what content to resonate with them, and which platform did they use. For example, like if you want to attract teenagers or Gen Z, you have to understand what platform do they use. Is it Facebook? If you want to use Facebook, is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Or is it just website or anything? Or if you want to make a game or research or making a game business or clothes based on game, you can use Discord with you can start on the servers, talk about it in your servers, make a server, and yeah, and also use scheduling tools. Scheduling tools is important because it it makes you consistent. Or for example, like we use the word tools, which is the major social media platforms. Now, if you use scheduling tools, you can plan you can reach your goals. For example, like I talked about it before, like you want 500 followers in 3 months, so you use scheduling tools. Like Instagram, you post it, you I think you can post on Instagram schedule. You can schedule a post on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. Or in website is like website is most using scheduling tools. And also you need to mix your content. Mix up your content, like it's to make your audience keep engaged. So you just not make like, oh, I will just make this funny video, this too every day. I use this, I use this, I use this. No, you have to be you have to be, what is it? You have to change a little theme or something like that. Yeah. And then you have to be flexible. Um, you have to be flexible while planning and scheduling. It's important to stay flexible and responsive to current events and trends. So, yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Maybe anyone want to ask question or want to start discussion?
Yeah, okay. Farika, sorry. Please open the microphone. Okay, thank you.
It's Fariha, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Fariha. I thought
Yeah,
your nickname is Icha.
no, no, it's Riha.
No, too cute. Okay, please.
Okay, so my name is Fariha. I'm from class D. My question is, so for context, me and my friend are selling eco-friendly plantable paper, and we want to extend our business on online market in Shopee. So my question is, how can we improve our CEO so our project doesn't show up at the very bottom? Because in Shopee, when you search for a keyword, the top results are always the best selling project. So it is a bit challenging for newbies.
Okay, thank you for the question. And like before I explained about SEO, um, it's actually hard to be on top or to be relevant in it. So if you want to make a good SEO, you have to learn about it. And it's like you will take a long time. It will take a long time to make your product show up on or pop out and on top of it, or like just by good selling. It's like there's like actually a lot of there's actually a lot of what is it called, classes, or you can just learn on YouTube how to make a good SEO, or you have to understand what's the definition of SEO, or even how does it works. So if you understand how does it works, you will you will automatically know what to do or what are you doing. So yeah, I'm not very good at it because it's hard. There's actually a job uh kerja khusus untuk SEO ini. So it needs skills and it needs a long time to be professional on it. So yeah, wait, wait, let me show you my website. Uh, to how do you no not hide that. Oh, okay. Here's my website and my friend our project. We haven't launched it yet. It's from the United States, so we sell it internationally, not only for Indonesian, but for people around the world. So we use a simple SEO. Actually, we all me and my friend can't really not it's not really good at SEO, so we just make something that are like good to read. Like for example, Kazuya with cuteness. It's aligned with our brand, So yeah, and then we sell like for example this hoodie. We name it Blueberry Boba Cat Hoodie. So it's just people will search about boba hoodie, it will just appear. I think so. And then in about website, you just need to put a good SEO to explain your brand, so it will like make it good. So yeah. Wait. Oh, how to stop sharing screen? I know. I did. Sorry. Wait. So yeah, is it answering your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Farid. Another question? Wait, how do I stop sharing screen? I hide it and now it's disappeared. The option to stop sharing screen.
Okay, more questions for Mbak Angel? You may ask about the tools because after this session. Okay, Yon, please open the microphone and the cam, please.
All right. Uh, I'm sorry, but I cannot turn off, turn on my camera due to the signal issues. So my questions is, first, my name is Yondesita Unica. I would like to ask if we are interested in this field. And for us in 2023 cohort, next year we will looking for internship. So or job opportunity. So what do you need to prepare if we are interested in this field? Like what kind of skills we need to acquire or portfolio or something. Thank you.
Okay, so it's to the point, to the job.
Ya,
Okay.
sambil menyelam minum air Mbak Angel. It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
please, Mbak Angel,
So
can share.
okay, wait, how to answer that question? If you want to do social media for your internship or for your, if you want to make a good portfolio for your CV or resume, you can try to practice by making a small business maybe, or you can like for example, it's me. I choose that I used to get the SCB award do it because I like to make content. That's the main thing. You have to like to make content. You have to understand how to edit videos, edit photos, or designing your photos, designing your videos. Or if you like to post, if you like to make content, you can just post it on Instagram, TikTok, or something. Doesn't matter how many followers you have. Doesn't matter how many viewers you have. You just make it consistent and just like post. It's for a content creator. If you want social media, you just start. The easiest thing is to try to start a business. That's it. And if you want to try more and more, you could just like you could just if someone from your family or your friend have a brand or a business and they don't have social media, you just try to ask for them, do you want a social media for it? I can help you doing this, all of it. And you can also just try to look for a side job on the internet. Like for example, internationally, if you want more remote, you just try to use like Fever website internationally is very much people are looking for employee. No, people are you looking for workers around the world. So, but it's hard to use it. It's hard to have it's hard to get a client. It's hard to get a client. For me, I used to not looking for high money. For example, like people in Indonesia were saying, "Oh, you just do a remote job. They will pay you like double or triple from Indonesian money." Like for example, you get 1 juta just only one day because these people from America was making you to work for him. It's so easy too, and all of that. No, it's not about that because it's hard, and they want to see your skills too. So you need skills. So the things to do is first you have to profile all of that, and you try to do it for free. For example, like okay, so my goals is to get my first $1. Okay, $1. How do I do that? How how do people want me to do their job? Even if you even if you offer it for free, for example, okay, everyone, this I'm doing it for free. Whoever want to whoever want to work with me, like I will work on your social media, but I will just I don't need your money. It's also hard for it, but it's good for startup. So yeah, it's good for your resume too. If you have project with people from international, like around the world, it's more like it's good for your skills and good for your resume. So that's my first. That's I think that's answering. Is it answering or not?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Okay, Dias, from class A.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, please, Dias. Open
Should
the
I turn on my
microphone.
camera?
Yes, please, so we can see your face as well.
Wait. Ma'am. How I can open? Okay. So yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Diaz from A class with student number 164. So I would like to ask a question. I would like to ask about what kind of platform should I focus on first? And is there any specific reason for this? So let's say, for example, if I focus on the TikTok platform because the changing of the trend is so fast during the time, or maybe is there any something else as the specific reason to choose a platform? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So your question is what platform to use because, for example, one platform is always changing trends. So you find it hard to consistent to post relevant things, right? So okay, to choose a platform, it's not if you want to make a business or make a content, it's not about the trends also. I mean, yeah, it's about the trends too. But if you want to start a business and you want to choose the platform, you have to know your plan or your goals. Or your goals is are your audience you want to attract Gen Z, for example, audience. So you have to know what platform do Gen Z use, right? For example, like TikTok. A lot of Gen Z is on TikTok. For example, like Instagram too. A lot of Gen Z is on Instagram. So you have to choose both. For example, choose both and then post on both of it. And then you see all the time if trends are like changing, keep changing. You change the trend, or you just consistent on your things, on what you do. It will see the result. If you see the result, you compare it, Instagram and TikTok. You compare which one is attract more people on my goals, which one is aligned with my goals. So on TikTok you raise, for example, like 200, no, 2,000, no, it's just 200 followers, and your Instagram is still on 50 followers. So you have to be more consistent on TikTok, but also on Instagram too. But think about the TikTok trend, because sorry, people like your content on TikTok, the trend on TikTok more than on Instagram. So you have to choose that one. So yeah. Is it answering your question? Or do you want to ask more?
May I have a follow-up question? So
Okay.
yeah, after listening your answer to my first question, I have a follow-up question. So my question is, if I choose two platforms, so let's say for example like TikTok and Instagram, so and this platform have a good performance about about the result. So is it better for me to keep consistent uploading my content in this both of platforms, or should I just more focusing on one platform? So let's say for example TikTok or maybe Instagram. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the question. So you think no, you asking how do you want to be consistent on just one platform or both of it? If
Yeah,
for example, like your
exactly.
TikTok is more famous than your Instagram. So uh I think I think no, the TikTok it has more audience than your Instagram, so you need to consistent on your TikTok, but also active on your Instagram, but not as active as TikTok. Like for example, like you consistent to live on TikTok, so and on Instagram you just post. It's okay because your audience mostly on TikTok. So yeah,
Mm.
you
Yeah,
want to
thank
ask
you, Kak. It's very insightful. Thank you.
Okay, next Fabiola Putri.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So, Miss Angelina, I have two questions, but I'm sorry, I cannot turn on my camera because the connection issue. So, first of all, I just want to ask about like the general social media. It's about like the personal branding of the social media, because like I have like a hobby that I really into in terms of basketball, but I don't know how to branding my Instagram to it. So can you give like the tips of the personal branding like that? And the second one um is it actually possible that we me can grow like the audience in two different platform well, or maybe like we must just focus on one that performs better? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So you like basketball, right? Basketball or volleyball? I forgot.
Basketball in particular, man.
In particular, basketball. Yeah. You asked me if it is it possible to grow Instagram or to make content about it. Yeah, it's possible. And if you want to make a content about it, just do uh like tutorial or just tips tutorial or just a day in my life. It's okay. It's about your personal branding. So if you grow more followers on like for example TikTok platform, not on Instagram, I think it's better to consistent to post on TikTok and even what is it? But interact with your audience on TikTok because your audience is on TikTok more a lot. And if you ask me if you still need to grow your Instagram, yes, you still need to grow your Instagram, but not as I answered before, not as much as on TikTok because your audience is on TikTok. And if you grow more and more and more and more, a lot of people like your videos, they will automatically um, will find your Instagram by themselves. And also search if they like you so much. Oh, I like this tip. I like Fabiola's tip. She's really giving a vibe. She's really good at explaining what is it. I will just I will not active on TikTok for a long time. I will just follow her Instagram. I will check for her Instagram. Or people Instagram will find it um find it sooner after you grow more audience on your TikTok. So yeah, is it answering?
Okay, thank you. It's answering.
Okay, thank you, Fabiola. Thank you. Okay, I think this is the last question from Fanza. Fanza, are you there? Disconnected? Is it? Okay, well, more questions? If there is no question, I'd like to sum up from the materials that have been delivered by my angel. Well, especially for me, it is an insightful, yeah, very insightful, especially for the materials on the tools. Yeah, uh, we know how to analyze this social media, especially. Oh, excuse me, Mbak Angel, could you please share the PowerPoint, especially for the tools, KPI tools, yeah, because it will be their assignment for this session, yeah, that need to be submitted next week, and this one is individual as well. And also, I'd like to add information, yeah, especially from based on the question from what is that? What is the names? Okay, wait a second. Fariha. Okay.
Wait,
She asked.
excuse me, I can't stop the screen. So how
Okay,
do I
okay. Okay, that's okay. Maybe you can
Sorry.
share the materials after the class, after the meeting. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Angel,
Yes.
okay. So they can try to find the tools by themselves.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, my angel. Yeah. Based on the question from Fariha about SEO. Well, yes, it is the hardest one, yeah, and the most tricky on this kind of SEO, especially for the copywriter, yeah, because you have to aware for the common diction, for the favorite content from the people, from the netizens, right? So we need to practice and learn on doing this. There will be a lot of trial and error for doing this as a copywriter for the SEO to get the first on the first rank on the Google search, especially. For example, if we want to promote our brand relate to cat, for example, you can add something that the common people will search on. For example, cat product, maybe you can add kucing gemes mungkin, or maybe cute cat, yeah, or maybe what else that relate to our you need to adjust to the target, that audience. If you want to focus on Gen Z, maybe you have to add some slang words or dictions that relate to them. Okay, maybe you can start with the, I just learned this term. I just learned this diction, goosey. Goosey. Is it a common word in nowadays generation? Jadi dibalik guys jadi goosey. Saya baru belajar di kelas, dikasih tahu sama mahasiswa di kelas. Kan biasanya bestie or bro atau apa? Cuy. Ya, ada apa lagi tuh? Ada yang mau menambahkan mungkin yang di Zoom ini, di room ini? Istilah-istilah yang kekinian yang sedang dipakai. Mhm.
Chat,
Chat, chat,
chat, like
chat.
cat,
Oh, like cat,
chat.
cat. Oke. Maksudnya apa itu, Mbak Angel?
It's commonly used by people in a group chat, like hello chat.
Oh, oke, 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 oke. Karena saya generasi milenial, well, it is something that I need to learn, yeah, further for this kind of dictions, yeah, especially for having the digital marketing, right? So you have to engage with the audiences, especially for the Gen Z. It is kind of, I need to working out on the dictions because they have various slang words, yeah. So, well, yes, Fariha, it depends on the targeted audience that you want to focus on, and you have to analyze first something that like their interests, yeah, maybe their background, the generation or the range of age, yeah. Are they teenagers or old people, or just you just focus on certain of background like students, yeah? So it will affect to your dictions as well for promoting the product. Okay, that's based on my experience as a copywriter before. I've learned about SEO is quite, not quite, it is challenging as well, yeah. And yes, for the content plan, actually, I'd like to ask Mbak Angel. This is as the conclusion as well, because we are going to discuss about content plan for the next session, for the next meeting. Does this part need to be break down into certain pillars? I mean, are there certain content about entertainment, education, or something else? Yes, Majel, could you please explain about that?
Okay, so for content plan,
Because yeah, yeah, something that we need to think about as a team, right? Okay, so is there any kind of details about that as well, Majel?
oh yeah, if you want to make a content, it's it needs to be based on the trend.
Okay.
It's important, the trend, and also how you remake the trend itself to make
Okay.
it more entertaining.
Okay.
Or if you want to make educational content,
Okay.
I think it's better to stick to the trend also.
Yeah. I do agree.
Yeah,
Okay. To get
yeah,
the engagement as well, right?
yeah, to get the
Okay.
engagement. That's all.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Angela. Because maybe it depends on the platform, from the media or something that the institution or the company that you are working on, because maybe they have their own clients focus on certain products, so it will affect to the pillars as well. Yeah, is it about education or entertainment only, or there will be a quiz as well, right? So it will affect your content plan. Okay.
Yeah,
But
and also
uh-huh.
the audience
Yes.
for the
Okay.
target ages,
Okay, great.
the
Yes.
teenagers or what, like something like that.
Okay, well, yes, thank you so much for adding the information. Okay. So now let's move on to the assignment. So for the assignment, all the students here, well, will be um given detail about the instruction, maybe from your own lecturer, but I will give the general details on this meeting. You need to make your own analysis on certain social media, any kind of platforms, using the tools that have mentioned or explained by Mbak Angel, yeah, KPI tools, that we are going to share the PowerPoint after this meeting, okay? Excuse me, sorry for the big sound here. So please, first thing first, you need to choose the social media or the product, your favorite product that you want to analyze. And then, of course, you need to choose on the special product, one product that you want to focus on, that you want to analyze. And then you need to break down them for several details for the numbers of the audience, and then for the numbers of the traffic, yes, using the tools. And please make them into the infographics. You can use Canva for the platform for making this infographics. And make sure you describe all the points, yeah, in details. Okay. Just that, okay, for the assignment. I think it is easy to be worked on. Okay. So if you have further questions about the assignments, you can ask on WhatsApp group, yeah, to your lecturer about the details of the assignment. So, Ma'am Lina, can you hear me, ma'am? Ma'am Lina? Okay, maybe. Okay, well, yes, let me check the. Okay. Okay. That's okay, Ma'am Lina. So, is there any kind of information that you want to add further, or that's all for today? Okay. Okay, Ma'am Lina. Thank you so much. But Angela, thank you so much for sharing today. Yeah. Hopefully we can apply those materials for our further career as well. Yeah, if some students, yeah, I found that some students, yes, I've done with the assignment, Ma'am Lina. I've shared the assignment as well. Since I found that some of students have interest on doing this kind of social media and specialists, yeah, especially as a copywriter, maybe some of them will ask further about that. Is that okay? Okay, well, thank you so much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for today. And don't forget to do the assignment and the submission will be on next meeting, which is on next week, yeah. Thank you so much for attending this Zoom meeting and have a great weekend. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Kak Angel.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Kindly wait for the materials, the details. Okay, bye. Okay, thank you so much, Pak Angel.
Thank you,
Oke,
ma'am.
saya close Zoom meetingnya.
Yeah.
Ya, sehat selalu. Sukses
You
selalu.
too.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.